Do you think we need to abandon this van?
We could. It's an option.
Hey everyone, Jake and Ziggy and Butters and I are at a campground outside Roanoke, Virginia near the Blue Ridge Parkway. We are planning to spend tonight and tomorrow night here. We want to stay put for a second, try and catch our breath, and just kind of reset, because the first few days have been kind of rough, to be honest. It's really, really stressful to think that maybe we made a mistake, like leaving everything behind and doing this and, diving in face first into van life with no experience, and being kind of rushed in our departure. It's been a lot in a very short span of time, and so it hasn't been easy emotionally. I've been very stressed out, feeling very anxious, and just second-guessing everything. But I wanted to do this for a reason, and that is because this is something I struggle with. And I feel like being out here and doing this stuff is going to force me to go limp to some extent. I have to just be willing to go with the flow. I have to be willing to have things not be perfect. I have to be flexible in the moment and not planning for every little contingency. I have to be willing and able to live life without noise. And so I came out here to find quiet. And I am lucky enough to have a husband who wants to do that with me, or is willing to. And who's also willing to bring our pets along for this adventure. So anyway, that's how the first few days of us being on the road is going. Y'all, I'm cooking my very first van life meal. I'm making us Parmesan pesto pasta. We'll see how it turns out. First bite of first van life meal. Some of these may be a little interested. Oh.
Oh, it's awesome.
Is it?
Yeah, it's good.
It's good? Yes. Van life meal for the win. We just packed up and got in the van to head to the Poconos for our camping trip with our friends tonight. And we all got in the van, everything was fine. Jake turned on the engine and it was like idling weird. It was like, and I hope you like that imitation, by the way. And I was like, that's new. And he was like, I was doing it yesterday, I think it's fine. So I was thinking like, oh, maybe it's just cold. It's been sitting a couple days. And it's like not going away. And when you accelerate, you can feel it like. And so I looked it up to try and figure out like, okay, what is this maybe? Like, And because the check engine light is on, it basically said go to an auto parts store and have them do a code read and see what's going on. So we're at an AutoZone. I'm not expecting good news. And I'm very freaked out that we could potentially be looking at like a couple of day delay getting whatever might be wrong fixed in order to make our way north. And I'm also really bummed that this might completely mess up our entire plan to go camping with our friends. I don't know. Hopefully they'll say, oh, it's not a big deal, you can keep driving it, it's just annoying. But with how it kind of felt like it was underpowered going up some of these hills, like I don't know. So it looks like our head gasket is blown.
It is what it is.
So wait, what do we do though? Are we going someplace else? Are we staying? I mean, are we going to get a hotel? Like, what do you want to do?
Well, it's going to be whether we go to the world's largest firestone or this random place with just these two guys or whatever. It's going to take more than. It's going to be like a multi-day wait.
You think we need to abandon this van?
We could. It's an option. I mean, if you just want to look at it in pure math terms, if you look at the cost of the repair plus the cost of staying in the hospital for however many days we're going to be there.
Hotel, not hospital.
Hotel. It's going to be more than the price of a new car.
No, it's
or
not.
Of another car.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, the hotel will be $700 to $800 for a week. This repair will be what, $2,000?
Yeah.
So that's $3,000.
That's more than a car.
Not necessarily one that will get us to British Columbia. I mean, we spent $2,000 on this one and it's already broken down.
Well, I thought you might bring this up, so I just took a quick little look at ROANOKE Craigslist. There are plenty of cars available for under $3,000.
Right, but how? Okay, it doesn't have any of the shit that we put in here.
No.
And
so maybe what we should do is just repair this, because if we repair this, yes, $3,000. Yeah, that sucks, but all the other options might be the same or more expensive, and at the end of it, we would have something where we can't plug in our computer or whatever. You know what I mean? So maybe what we should do is just repair this at the place that we're at right now. Okay. That might be the fastest. So far, it's the fastest.
Yeah.
Because I called a few places, and it's like
2 weeks.
They're all like 10 days, 2 weeks, you know, and this guy's like, it might take a week.
I get good,
seems like he knows what he's talking
I get good
about.
vibes about him.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to do it. We're going to repair Vanny.
I guess so.
Stay in a hotel in Roanoke, Virginia. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
We've got some happy babies here. And we have some happy people because we just got a call from the mechanic, and what we thought was a blown head gasket is likely not a blown head gasket.
Yes, it's likely something not as bad, because anything would be probably not as bad.
Well, so we don't have official confirmation. Like, there's still they still have some testing, and they have to get in there and pull it apart. But what it's looking like... The radiator
Busted
cracked.
Radiator.
It cracked.
Yeah. So the dude basically is like saying that, I guess when you blow a head gasket, you have problems with both your oil and your coolant, because they mix with each other, and you can find coolant in the oil pan and oil in the coolant bottle. Now, there's definitely junk in the coolant bottle. It's very obvious. But the oil looks super clean. So that the guy now thinks that it's actually a problem with the busted radiator instead. So they're going to replace basically everything you would replace with a tune-up, but plus a bunch of radiator stuff. So that's the whole radiator cap, thermostat, ignition coil, spark plugs, a bunch of other BS. But when you add all that up and add all this other junk up, they're going to be able to fix it for less than the price, a lot less than the price of the head gasket thing, and it might only take 1 day.
Instead of a week.
Yeah.
So
1 day. He said it might be done tomorrow.
Which would be amazing. So anyway, we might still make it to Rochester in time for my birthday, but the good news is that this happened early in the journey. If this happened when we were way out in the middle of nowhere and we didn't know anybody, it could have been way worse.
We were just camping in the middle of nowhere, and we're on our way to go camp in the middle of nowhere, and we just happened to have this happen, like, just right in the 5 miles of actual civilization that we were in. So it really couldn't happen at a better time. And apparently this mechanic's like a f***ing wizard, too, so...
Yeah, he had crazy awesome reviews.
Yeah.
And anyway, so the point is we thought our engine was totaled and that we were going to have to do basically a rebuild or a replacement.
And it turns out it's just like 3/4 total.
Yeah. So anyway, we shall see. We're going to enjoy our night here in the hotel and in the air conditioning and hope that we continue to get good news tomorrow and maybe get Vanny back tomorrow night. So anyway, we will keep you updated.
I'll let you know, see what happened today. Hopefully we can test drive it today and hopefully be ready today.
That would be so great. Okay, well, thanks very much.
I'll let you know.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm in here getting ready for dinner because Jake and I are going to this really sketchy but awesome looking diner literally next door to this hotel that we're staying in. He went out for a walk to get some exercise, even though it's raining. And he just walked in and said, what did you say to me?
It's done.
The van is done. What we thought was going to be a week-long repair is done in 24 hours. So I guess we're going to go pick it up. This is the guy who saved Vanny DeVito at the 11th hour. We're so grateful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So this is the busted radiator that they took out of Vanny. You can see it's
Inside is the thing.
well loved.
That's the thermostat. Dad, like you said.
Yeah, Jake's dad had some things to say about what was going on with Vanny as well. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. What looks new? Yeah, this is definitely new. And I guess there's a bunch of new stuff back there that we can't see.
Whatever this, oh, this is the radiator, dude.
Yeah, it's the radiator. Well, should we go start it up and see?
Yep.
Okay, no check engine light. That's new.
No shuddering.
Not any shaking.
So no misfires. Hi, Vanny. We're so happy to have you back. How are you feeling?
Feels like a different car.
It does feel smoother. This is our bartender. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right. Cheers.
It'll work.
Girl. This is so good.
Having fun back here.
Awesome. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Okay.
So, we got Vanny back and were able to make it to Rochester on time, despite missing our camping trip with our friends in the Poconos. We're on a bit of a delay pushing out videos, but the good news is that we can report Minotaur's Auto Repair in Roanoke seems to have fixed Vanny for good, as we've now made it all the way to California.
Oh my God, we're in California!
If you're interested in seeing our journey west or how our time in Rochester went, be sure to subscribe to us here on YouTube. For more up-to-date info on where we are and how things are going, you can also follow us on Instagram at Vanny DeVito Adventures. Thanks so much for tuning in and following our weird journey from Florida to British Columbia. We're grateful to have your support and to share this crazy road trip with you. We'll see you in the next one.